Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Neerja Dikshit. I am a soft skills trainer and on this channel we discuss about various topics. And with that, our today's topic is group discussion. But before that, it's like I uploaded my last video I think 12 days ago, and why did I not upload in between was because sometimes I do not feel the need to record or socialize basically, like virtually socialize, and sometimes I also run out of my battery to socialize with people. So it just happened that way, I was not feeling very creative, so I did not discuss about it, or I did not made any video basically. But I did not make any video. All right, so yes, but today I do have some thoughts, I do have an opinion about something, and that is group discussion. Okay, this is the topic. So this video will have three parts. The first part would be about some basic introduction about the topic, which is group discussion. Okay, we'll be discussing about some tips and tricks that you can use during your group discussion. For example, if you are someone who is seeking for a good job or good placement, right? So a lot of companies out there, they do have this round which is called group discussion, and you have to express your thoughts and opinions about a certain topic, about some specific topic. So for that you need to prepare, and that is what I'm going to help you with this video. All right, now apart from that, in the part one, we'll be discussing about tips and tricks. Part two, I'll give you a topic, you think about the topic. Okay, you make your own points, you make your own thought process. Okay, but what I'll do is I'll discuss both the sides of the coin. Okay, now usually what happens in group discussion, see, there are different perspectives, because there are different people, we have different we have been brought up differently or in a different manner. So all of us, we have different opinions, right? You need to understand that you need to pick a side when it comes to group discussion. It's not right or wrong. Yes, we sometimes, or most of the times, we label things right or wrong, but it's just that people have different opinions. Okay, so it might be right for you, it might be wrong for other person. Okay, so this is what happens, and what we need to do in group discussion is what we discuss in part one. And I already told you about part two, so we'll be discussing about a topic. And yes, apart from that, part three, I will discuss about my personal point of view when it comes to that specific topic. Okay, so this is how this video will go. Now again, all right, let's start with the video. So part one, some tips when it comes to group discussion. Now see, I have written my points as usual, so that I do not forget anything. And when I will disclose the topic that you have to speak about, you should pause this video and write down your points as well, just the way I have done it. Okay, so it's just the side effects that I'm unable to speak in a fluent manner in front of camera, because I haven't recorded myself for almost 2 weeks, but it's all right, we'll go ahead with the video. All right, so when it comes to group discussion, so most of the companies, they use general awareness topics, and it should be in your the topic should be known to you. Okay, you should have an opinion about the topic. For that, you need to stay updated, obviously. Okay, and apart from that, there are so many topics that just test your psyche. Okay, that just test your thought process. So you need to understand that you should have some clarity when it comes to your thought process. So that's why you need to prepare, or you need to think about certain topics. You need to research about the company's background, like what type of topics do they ask for GD. So that is how you can do it. Second thing that you need to do is, most of the times we wait for others to ask us to speak, right? This is not the right approach. You should take initiatives. Okay, you should start the discussion, and that is such a valid point. Even if you do not have a very wide perspective about that topic, you at least know the definition. Okay, so stand up and take initiative, introduce the group to the topic. Okay, define the topic, so that will add on to your image only, that will impress the judges about you. Okay, if you will start or initiate the topic first. Now at least, like, you will be I can say, you will beg some points in that moment only, if you will start or take the initiative. So in that scenario, you will be considered as someone who is confident enough about expressing or taking an initiative. All right, now the third thing, when we talk about group discussion, so there are other members as well, right? So you need to be very concise, and when we use facts. Okay, so facts are very important. If you do have some numbers, some figures, some digits about something, so you can definitely use them. Now again, try to understand that there should be participation from your side. You should not, just sit silently and look at other people's faces. So you need to take initiative. Yes, that was the first point. And you need to be very participative when it comes to group discussions. And yeah, and apart from that, there are so many people, or there are students who know a lot about that topic, then they'll not keep their mouth shut. Okay, so you need to understand that you need to encourage others as well to speak, encourage other people to listen as well. And active listening, it plays an important role. See, even if you're not speaking anything, you need to pay attention to what people are saying, and after that you can form an opinion about a certain topic, right? I understand that you will not have facts about the topic, but you will have some opinions. Okay, so that will give you an edge over this. So active listening is one point. Apart from that, encouraging other people. You do not say words like no, you are wrong, okay, directly during a group discussion. You always consider their point. So that is also one thing that you need to do during your group discussion. Apart from that, yes, no interruptions. If someone is speaking, you do not have to interrupt that person while speaking. Okay, you raise your hand. That is the correct way or correct method when it comes to group discussion. Apart from that, you should have a proper body language. So when it comes to speaking, a lot of people will just have a very closed body language. What if I just speak like this the entire video, right? It will not look nice. I will be very confined to my territory. But the moment I open my hands, okay, the moment I start using some gestures, I start using facial expressions, I smile at camera, I smile at you, right? So you see the difference in your own mind. Okay, you take the visual aesthetics. Okay, so when you have an open body language, it will definitely give you an edge over other people who have closed body language. Okay, so apart from that, you need to understand again, the thing is, when it comes to group discussions, a lot of people or students out there, they think the more they will speak, the more questions, or I should say more marks they will get. But that is not the case. Okay, you need to speak as much as it is required, not more than that. A lot of students, they do not give time to other students to speak about it. Okay, in case if it is a group discussion and you have a team, okay, you need to encourage your team members as well. You need to ask them, okay, you speak now, I have spoken my words, you speak. What is your thought? What is your opinion about this? So you need to encourage your fellow team members as well while speaking yourself. Okay, so these were some things that you need to take care of during group discussion. Apart from that, I don't think so anything is left. Apart from that, yes, practicing is must. Practicing is key. I understand that for group discussions, you will not have a lot of people around you all the time to practice about it, but you can definitely read a lot. Okay, read a lot on some hot topics. Okay, so that you have some general awareness about these topics. Fine. So these were some tips and tricks when it comes to group discussion. All right, so we are done with the part 1 of the video. Part 2. Let's start with the part 2, and the topic for today's discussion is, do you think self-made success is a fact or a myth? Okay, let me concise or brief it for you. When I mean success, like the topic that I'm giving to you for discussion is, when I say success, it is not when it comes to personal growth or healing. Okay, that is not what we are talking about. We are talking about materialistic and wealth type of success. For example, success that millionaires and billionaires have. Okay, so let me know your opinions. Pause this video here, write down or note down, think about the topic. What are your opinions and your thoughts about this? And you can come back to this video after you are done. Okay, all right. Okay, so I'm assuming that you have discussed, or you have thought about what points you want to speak. Okay, so you need to choose one. You need to take one point. Okay, it's either a fact or a myth in your opinion. Fine. All right, so when it comes to group discussions, you should understand that it depends on different perspectives. Okay, and during the discussion, you need to pick a side and you need to say in favor or against. This is how it works. Okay, when it comes to group discussion, it does not mean that you will change your opinion in the end, or you will change your thought process, while the other person sounds very convincing. So that is not how it happens. Even if you are not convinced, or even if you are convinced about the topic during the process, do not disclose it. Okay, stay on your argument, stay on what you are saying. So that is how we understand that okay, you do have the guts to take stand for yourself. All right, now see, when let's come back to the topic, is self-made success valid or not? Okay, so there are two sides of coins, and I have been discussing this topic for last week in my classes, like when I take sessions. Now students come up with very, different and unique points. So there are two sides of coins here, yes and no. Fine, and I will express my opinion in third part, but at this moment I will discuss both the parts. Okay, let's talk about the favor points. Okay, so when it comes to self-made success, people say yes, it exists because a lot of work is done by ourselves only. Okay, millionaires or billionaires, they might not have been able to do it if they didn't had the talent and, grit, passion, perseverance, resilience, whatever you name it. If they didn't had the required skills for that particular process, they would not have done it. Okay, I agree. Okay, and then again, there are so many nepo kids out there who got the opportunities, who got the resources, but still are not successful. Valid point. Okay, I do agree. And there are so many people out there, when they come up with their own belief, when they come up with their own ideas, that is termed as self-made success. Okay, so when it comes to collaboration, or when it comes to finding a network, it is all based on our skills. It is all based on, whatever I have learned or acquired during my life. That's why it is called as self-made success. Okay, so when I term it as self-made success, it simply means the hard work that I have done for things, or that I have acquired on this journey of my life. Fine, so that's why it is termed as self-made success. And yes, there are so many people out there who do not get any efforts from other people, or any support system from any other person out there. Fine, that's why they are termed or labeled as self-made people. Fine, so these were certain points in favor. Okay, so apart from that, when it comes to against points, you see, there are so many external factors out there. I would say yes, 80% of the success credit, it should go to the person who has, achieved that success with their hard work, grit, passion, resilience, perseverance. Okay, everything, every skill set that they have acquired or owned during their journey, they have mastered their craft only then, because they have reached that millionaire or billionaire title. Fine, so but what about the other 20% factor, the external factors, right? Your parents, teachers, mentors. There are so many people who have helped you without any money, in case if your point is that, because see, if I talk about myself, I am teaching or mentoring students because I'm getting paid for it. Yes, I agree. Okay, if I'll not be getting paid, I will not give them my service, I will not talk to them about it. But there are so many people out there who have helped you without any materialistic, want from you. Fine, so if tomorrow, and now let's talk about your parents as well. Can you stand in front of your parents, like if tomorrow you become a millionaire or billionaire, can you stand in front of your parents and look them in the eyes and say that, I am self-made? Fine, so everything that I have done is on my own. You cannot, right? Because they have helped you somewhere, they have given you the emotional support required, your spouse, your friends, so many people out there. But I definitely agree that they haven't done the work which was required to do it. Okay, so when we talk about this term, which is self-made, the absolute truth of this term is nothing. Fine, the moment you attach self to something, it just simply it negates the external factors after all. So that's why this term needs to be redefined. Okay, this term needs some modification. So apart from that, when we talk about that, I have done this, and there are, if you have met any person who labels themselves as self-made, then you will realize that there is some kind of arrogancy in their behavior. Trust me or not, I really don't care about that. But yes, if you will meet someone who labels themselves as self-made, you will see an arrogance, in their behavior, or the way they talk, the way they claim that self made title. Okay, so when it comes to self-made success, or when it comes to any type of success, so there are so many external factors that play an important role. For example, where you are born, what type of conditions you are born in, do you have resources to do it or not, do you have the support from your parents or not. See, there was a news like certain years ago, I think some years ago. So it said that Kylie Jenner is the youngest millionaire. Do you think she youngest self-made billionaire? Okay, I forgot the term, the literal term here. So do you think that she is self-made? No, right? So there were so many external factors. I'm not just taking example of Kylie Jenner. You can take example of any millionaire or billionaire, any politician. So one student mentioned some name of some politician. So do you think that politicians can reach to that level without any support from the party, without any support from their fellows? No, right? They are not at all self-made. So these were some points in against of this topic. When it comes to any type of success, so collaboration and networking, that plays an important role in it. But apart from that, if you will say that collaboration and networking is also a skill that needs to be done, yes, I do agree. But there are so many people out there, I don't know if you have experienced it or not, they do things out of love for you. You might have got something that was just pure luck. Okay, you might not have achieved what you have today if you were not present at that moment on the right time, if someone did not call you on right time, if someone did not help you to get there on the right time. So these are some external factors which are important to be recognized. Okay, so as again, like I'm repeating myself, so I said earlier, the moment you attach self to any word, okay, it will negate, or I can say it will diminish the importance of all those external factors that are required to achieve or climb up the ladder. Fine, so that's why self-made success is a myth. So these were points in against the topic. Fine. All right, now let's talk about part 3, my personal opinion about it. Well, I feel like self-made success does not exist. I am a huge believer, of hard work, of perseverance, of great resilience. Yes, there are so many times, there are so many like dark time. In dark times, yes, no one will help you out. No, you will lose hope. You will, like time will test you basically. Fine, you will be tested, but then again there is a ray of hope. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, you came on your own through that rail journey or whatever till the end of the tunnel, but there are so many people who are rooting for you. Okay, so I can definitely do not like I cannot take the whole credit for my success on my own. There are people who have helped me, and I'm sure there are others as well. There are other people as well who have been helped by so many people out there just out of love and just out of luck, I can say. Okay, so that's why I do not believe in self-made success. So you can come at me with any argument that you have in your mind. I think that's enough for this topic. All right, let me know what are your views and opinions about this video. I'm recording after a long time actually, so I just need to get into the flow of video recording. Let's see, so what should be next topic for next video? Let me know in the comment section. So if you watched the video till here, thank you very much. I'll see you in next video. All the best.